Hello everyone and welcome back to the team builder for week 2 of the PPL. This is Division 2. After all, I got relegated last season, so yeah, that's what the deal is. So this week we're facing Old Man Tup, and let's see, I should probably bring his team up just to show you guys. I should probably have done this pre-editing, but you know, I'm a lazy fuck, so yeah, pretty sure. Alright, so, as you guys can see already, I am going to cover this part up so you guys can't see the outcomes or the kills or anything, so wherever the mouse or wherever the game's played and blah blah blah, you guys aren't going to see the outcomes, okay? So, with that, he's got Garchomp, Ferrothorn, Keldeo, Entei, Galvantula, Mega Sableye, Skuntank, Cresselia, Spinda, Articuno, and Raticate. So that's it. So with that in mind, I was looking at his team, and originally I had a couple mons here that would have done a little bit different roles than what I needed. So when I had this before, it was originally Vaporeon, Hitmontop, Selgor, Rhyperior, what am I saying? Okay, originally I had Thundurus Incarnate right here, where Vaporeon is. Hitmontop, I had Rhyperior here. I had this thing, and then I had Mega Gardevoir as well. I wanted to bring Roserade, an offensive Roserade, but at the same time I realized I didn't have many physical attacking mons, so if you brought some special walls, I would have had a problem. Also, I wanted to set up with a certain mon on the team, so Vaporeon, it's not named because I literally went through this team like 6 or 7 times and changed it multiple times. Probably not the greatest idea. You should probably stick with your gut feeling, but you know, that's how it is. So I've Drink It, the Vaporeon with leftovers, Water Absorb. It's Bold Nature, 252 in HP, 252 in defense, and 4 in special attacks. So this is my swap in for Entei. It's also, it can take a hit from Garchomp. It's swapping for Garchomp as well. See, that's the problem with this team. I needed multiple swap-ins for all the threats he had. This also gives me a semi-swap-in to Keldeo. A Secret Sword does like, if he specs, it does like 52% or something like that. But it gives me a chance to swap in on it once, or at least take a hit, and then get a Wish or an Icy Wind off, just so I can revenge kill the Keldeo. I'm somewhat expecting Specs Keldeo, but then again, with my speed tiering with the Selgor, he's going to expect a Selgor and probably bring Scarfed. So he's going to bring Scarf something, and if odds are, it's either the Garchomp or the Keldeo, because they're just better Scarfers than anything. So yeah, the Icy Wind just to catch things on swap-ins, so it'll lower speed and allow me to bring in other mons to be able to take out the Garchomp. I'm expecting probably not a defensive Garchomp, but maybe a Stealth Rocking offensive Garchomp. If he gets the Stealth Rocks, he might not have Stealth Rocks on it. He might have coverage like a Fairy type move or Dragon Claw, Earthquake, Iron Head, or Poison Jab. Probably Iron Head because of Rampage's Steel typing and Gardevoir's, I think it's neutral to Poison. Not 100% sure though. So next we're bringing right round the Hitmontop Hazard Removal. I need Hazard Removal. My team is a little bit weak to hazards with Heatran, Thundurus Incarnate, and a Selgor. Like I take a lot of swap-in damage with Stealth Rocks, and he has a hazards. What the hell am I trying to say? He has a hazard stacking mon with Ferrothorn. He has multiple Pokemon that can go for Stealth Rock. I'm sorry, I'm so like out of it, guys. I'm just out of it. I got a scratch right there. Anyways, him on top, close combat, rapid spin, toxic, mach punch. So toxic basically to if he decides to swap in Sableye without it being Mega yet, I can toxic it. Most likely swap in his Sableye or Cresselia. If he thinks I'm gonna rapid spin, he's probably gonna go into Sableye. If he thinks I'm gonna go for a Mach Punch or close combat, he's probably gonna go into Cresselia. Even Ferrothorn can swap into this thing, even though I get worn down by it. But yeah, this is another swap in for his physically attacking Mons. This'll it'll help me take on the Garchomp. And since I don't have a ground immunity right now, I gotta have a decent amount of physically attacking Mons because I don't have many resists on my team for ground typing, which is a bit unfortunate because I do have Heatran. I might have to do some transactions to make it a little bit more balanced because this team, it's not doing the best for me so far, especially team building. So with the him on top, that's pretty much it. It's gonna be doing the rapid spinning deal, the toxicking, and do a close combat if I need to get damage off on something. Next, our main attacking Mon, Hiru, or Hiru, whatever, Strider Hiru from fucking Strider series. The Acelgor with Life Orb and Sticky Hold, so you can't knock off any of my items. Could probably go with Unburden in case he does knock it off, but I do want to be doing damage on all of his Mons. I just have I have U-turn for initiative. That is wrong. I changed that. That is supposed to be HP Ice. Yes, that is supposed to be HP Ice. When I was genning the Mons, I changed it to HP Ice because HP Ground was for Entei, and then I realized I can probably handle Entei with the mixture of Rhyperior and Vaporeon. So I changed it to HP Ice. So does not have Hidden Power Ground. And like I said, I am recording this after the match, so I already know the outcome and everything. But Acelgor, Bug Buzz, Hidden Power Ice, U-Turn, and Giga Drain. This allows me, Giga Drain will not OHKO the, see that was the problem, with him as my main attacking Mon and I don't have, Thundurus Incarnate, Keldeo can do a bit of work to me, and Giga Drain won't one-shot it, and everything else is kind of just resisted or neutral to it, so Giga Drain's my only move to hit it with. I can live a Scald, or I don't think I can live a Hydro Pump. I'm pretty sure I can't live a Hydro Pump. But this'll, it'll 2-hit KO the Cresselia, which is great. It can 2-hit KO the Garchomp with Bug Buzz, HP Ice, but even Bug Buzz if I expect him to have the Yachi Berry, which can have, definitely can have that. We'll have to test and see with Vaporeon. U-turn just to gain me some initiative if I know he's gonna swap out, and I'll just U-turn out. And like I said, it'll allow me to 2-hit KO a lot of his team. If he's specially defensive Ferrothorn, I can't do a whole lot to it, which is why I U-turn or just swap out. I mean, Bug Buzz will do a little bit, it'll do like 30% or something like that. Now, this set's just for funsies. Like, I'm not taking this match extremely seriously. If I win, I win. If I don't, then awesome. Honestly, this league it's great. I love being a part of it, but I missed having fun. I got too sad about losing games. I got too sad about, I got way too pressured to win games, so I'm not overly crazy about winning, so it doesn't really matter to me. So, with the Rock Polish, a Rock Polish weakness policy, Rhyperior, RAR XD, RAR at your girl, Rhyperior, Rhyquin, you, RAR at your girl. Anyways, with this EV spread, 222 will allow me to outspeed max speed Keldeo and max speed Galvantula if they are not scarfed by 1 point when I have a Rock Polish up. If either one of those are Scarfed or Garchomp Scarfed, then I do not outspeed that. However, I can take a hit from Garchomp. I can take hit from Entei. As long as he doesn't burn me, that's great. I mean, even at +2 with the weakness policy, that I'll still be doing neutral damage. Or I'll be at normal, which will be fine. I'm trying, it's like a 50-50, because I'm going to try and not swap in this thing on Entei, but he'll probably just try and get the burn on it with Sacred Fire. So if I'm lucky and I don't get burned, that's awesome. If he goes for a Bulldoze expecting the Heatran, I will love that. I will get a fucking weakness policy boost up. And I know he's going to be bringing Bulldoze. I know he's not going to be Choice Banded, because if he Choice Bands himself in the Sacred Fire, then Rampage is a swap-in for it. So I know he's going to either be, like, was it Charcoal or Life Orb? Maybe Assault Vest. Assault Vest is also good to be able to take a hit from Mega Gardevoir. So that's also nice, because he made 2 transactions. He dropped Mega Medicham and Gyarados to pick up Mega Sableye and Keldeo, which are both weak to Gardevoir, which I am happy about. Although Mega Gardevoir, I need to be better with, because I'm not that great with Mega Gardevoir. I don't know its bulkiness. I don't know how. I know that it's strong, especially attacking Mon, but I don't know how to EV it correctly, so I'm gonna have to do a lot of adjusting, because I don't often use Mega Gardevoir. But yes, with the +2, I can 2-hit KO a defensive. Let me check this again. I'm gonna double check this. Damage calc this shit right here. I believe I am correct in saying this. RAR XD set on a Ferrothorn. I can't fucking spell Ferrothorn. Utility, a max defensive one. He might not bring max defensive. He might bring specially defensive just for Mega Gardevoir, because it handles Mega Gardevoir fairly well, even with an HP Fire, which is why I wanted to bring offensive Roserade. So yes, with the +2 weakness policy up, and Earthquake, 2-hit KOs, 2-hit KOs Ferrothorn. Power Whip does about 84 to 90% if he's physically defensive. If he's not physically defensive, and he's specially defensive, let's just say Calm, Earthquake does 86 to 102%. So with the Stealth Rocks up, it's a 56% chance to OHKO a defensive or non-defensive Ferrothorn, which is great. This thing can pretty much 2-hit KO or OHKO his entire team with the weakness policy up. So if I get the Rock Polish and I know he doesn't have a Scarfer, I can potentially sweep with this thing. So it's not a gimmick set, it's not a meme set at all. It can put in work, and if I get it into the right situation, it will do work, which is what I want it to do. So now we're moving. Oh yeah, also Mega Horn at +2 does 2-hit KO a defensive Cresselia, which is great. And now we have Rampage. Rampage with the Shucka Berry, Flash Fire, Stealth Rock, Lava Plume, Dark Pulse, and Roar. This is just going to allow me, he is specially defensive, so I can take 1 Scald from a Keldeo. Everything else, Garchomp handles me fairly well, so the Shucka Berry will allow me to live 1 Earthquake, which is what I want. It'll also allow me to live a Bulldoze from the Entei if I need to. I don't really expect it. I'm probably just going to use that situation in which to get my Stealth Rocks up. And I mean, if he leads with Mega Sableye, that's a problem. So, it's just kind of an issue. So, yeah. And now that's pretty much it. Shucka Berry, standard set. It doesn't really change anything. Now we have Milady, the Mega Gardevoir. Hyper Blast, Hyper Voice, Focus Blast. This is wrong. I changed it when I was genning as well. Light Screen and Reflect. This is just gonna help me take more hits. I know this is probably not using Gardevoir to its fullest potential, but like I said, I want to sweep with Rhyperior here. I want to be able to take out everything with Rhyperior, weaken everything as much as possible with Hiru, Rampage, and Milady, and these two, to have Rhyperior, get the weakness policy up, and sweep. I want to see that happen. Like I said, last week we didn't handle setup well, so if Tough brings setup Mega Sableye, that's going to be a problem, which is why we have Roar on Heatran. He also can bring Swords Dance Garchomp, which will bring a major problem to me, because this thing is, I believe, O-Code if it's at +2. If I bring it in on Intimidate, it's not going to kill. It's going to do like 60 to 80%. This thing is also not O-Code by a +2 Garchomp, which is awesome. Everything else is O-Code by a +2 Garchomp, except for Heatran with the Shuca Berry. I mean, it might be. I'm not defensive either way. But yeah, like I said, the light screen is up so it can help Rhyperior take those special hits, especially from the Keldeo if it is scarfed, especially from the Galvantula if it has Energy Ball, which is kind of a problem. Even with the light screen up, Rhyperior takes 80 to 95% from a Scald, from a Scarfed Keldeo, a Specs Keldeo destroys my entire team. Like, it's just a problem. The only thing I have for it is really Vaporeon, and that's kind of it. I wanted to bring Thundurus, but with the team I have, I need Hazard Removal. I need this thing for speed tiers because I'm gonna need to be able to outspeed a lot of his mons. I guess Thundurus can do that, but Thundurus also doesn't get the coverage and can't 2-hit KO the Cresselia, which I need to happen because Cresselia is definitely a problem. Why aren't you 50? You're supposed to be 50. But with that, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you for watching. I hope my team prep kind of made sense to you and why I brought these sets and what. If you have any questions or have any suggestions on how I can better team prep for certain mons and better my team in general for like transactions later in the season, I have to do it at least a week before the match, or I have to do it the previous week before the match goes up. So the Wednesday before my matches go up, I have to do that. So thank you for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Later.